Hello and welcome to my review on both Transformers Core Class Starscream from Kingdom and Voyager, I think, or Starscream from Earthrise. Now these are both newest Starscreams, and we'll take a quick look at the little guy first. So zooming in here, he is obviously custom painted, and I feel like I did a relatively okay job. So let's go over what I did. I did a panel lining with every single one of the lines, so you can see they're a lot darker and they protrude more. I've also done all the striping on the fins and the wings, and on the back I did a crotch plate. I did the sides of the chest. I've also painted the blue parts right here, and there's a few other small little paint details I have done in the other modes. So there he is. Nothing really notable. It's just an F-15 Eagle. It does have guns. They don't peg in on the wings. They peg in on the side of the arms right there. So that's interesting. It has a very interesting transformation. Feet are hanging out, and there's no real thrusters. But compared to this guy, he's a little bit out of proportion. Let me zoom back. They are a little out of proportion. This little guy. This guy's a lot more like an F-15. So take a look at the big guy. I have done nothing on this guy because I don't want to. I only did it on this guy because I knew I had this one. And I don't really like modifying Transformers too much. But I do occasionally here and there. Like I have a Trax that I have modified. But overall, just a way better looking F-15 Eagle. And it kind of has like little thrusters, although clearly his feet just tucked up. So we will get in a transformation of these guys for the look. All we have to do is undo the weapons, and then there's a tab and slot for the arms, so you can undo that. And then right here, you can open up the chest cavity and then bring everything up and forward like that. There's just two hinges here that you push this up. So then this whole thing can get rotated. And then we will bring this up, and then the nose cone will fold back. Now we can position the head, fold that around. Then there's some hinges that's to be orientated like that. And you have pretty much your upper body all done. Clamp that together, straighten out the arms, and you're pretty much done. All you have to do here, just bring forward the wings of the tail fins. Whoops. And get that back on. There we go. That popped off pretty easy. And split the legs. And there you have a little baby Starscream all done. And we can kind of fan out the wings just a little bit further back to make it more dynamic. And there we have the little Starscream. Now, for articulation, he's just got full 360 at the head. Can move out about 90 degrees, full 360 around that way. Out the elbow, 90-degree bend. Also has a wrist or elbow swivel. But once you have it up here, that swivel works a lot better. It's kind of hard to get it when it's down here. It's a bit tighter. For the legs, shoots up about 90 degrees. A little bit less going back. Out about 90 degrees. No, there's just a little waggle. There's no real swivel. We do have above the knee swivel, but that's more just the ball joint for the knee bend. No ankle pivot, but this little guy, he's pretty cool, and is definitely my favorite core class. I do have the core class Soundwave. I might do that guy eventually. He's pretty cool. And I do have a lot of Gundam too that I might review. So for the big guy, transform this guy, a little more complicated. The guns actually attach on the wings with this guy, so that's always nice. Or the null rays. So transform him. What we want to do is take these and then fold these up. come to the chest here, and we can kind of hook up and around these little tabs. Open this up, and then we can fold out the arms. And there's a hinge that these come out, and then there's a double hinge that these come out, and then this hinges back, just like so. And we can do the same thing on the other side if it wants to. There we go. A little tight there. And then put that little piece down there like that. And there are his arms. Okay, next, take the nose cone, fold it down, twist it, push it on, and then epic head reveal. There we go. There's his head. And now once you have all that done, you can just make sure this is positioned to where this piece slots into the slot right there. And then kind of just position everything, get everything snooped in. And now we will work on the legs. So I'll bring this out, fold this forward, and tab these in. Because there's a double hinge, but there is a locking joint right in here. And it just like clicks into place. You kind of have to feel it. Once you get that feel, those close back up. And now you have the legs. And same thing with the core class. These fold down and fold out the feet. And there is Voyager class eathrize Starscream. So here he is. And I'll bring back the little guy. Get him in a nice pose. I just want to, before taking articulation, I want to talk about just the differences in these. So the blue on this guy is a bit darker than this guy. The gray, I think, is, a little lighter on the big guy. The red's a little different. The cockpit here is painted. This one's clear. Back, the core class looks a little more clean. And this guy actually has the striping on him, but this guy doesn't, unless you paint it on like me. He does have one red stripe here. That way didn't paint, but the white is painted on there. So, yeah. Now we will go over articulation. So we'll start with the legs. It goes up just below 90, goes back just like 10 degrees, and doesn't go out that far. So a little limited when it comes to that. It's got a nice knee bend for only having one joint. Ankle pivot and toe can move down. And we do have a upper thigh swivel. For the arms, full 360 there. You can go out 90 degrees. You got a full 360 rotation here. And we have a nice just above 90 degree bend there. And you can bring the fist up if you like to do that, although that is more for transformation. Head is on a ball joint, so we can get a lot of wiggly waggly. We have a full 360 swivel. And on the back, the wings have a joint here. Can move back and forth there. So that's pretty much it for eathrize Starscream. So there they are. And anyway, that has been it for my video review. See you guys later. Peace out.